This video will almost certainly get me kicked off of eBay. I'm going to tell you how to get around their authentication because it sucks. I'm going to tell you how to get rid of negative feedback because eBay's lazy and they're using AI to do it. A couple of easy terms, piece of cake. I'm going to tell you why their authenticity program is broken because something really messed up happened to me yesterday. So I'm going to air a series of videos so you can understand what I'm talking about, and I'll meet you on the other side. I just had a massive problem with the authenticity program at eBay and the place where we know it all goes to. I sold this card for $1,000. It's good, came from a long-time autograph dealer, goes to eBay and they can't verify the authenticity of it. Kicking it back to me wastes everybody's time, money, and shipping. So, since the authenticity check is required, does that mean we can no longer sell rare, autographed, raw cards over a certain dollar amount? Because that's what it feels like. I'll probably get kicked off of eBay for this post, but I don't care. At the end, I'll tell you what I think is really happening. I sold this rare 1969 autograph for $1,000 at auction. Everyone's happy. Goes to the stupid authenticator and it gets deemed counterfeit. But they don't assess aftermarket autographs. So they think this $10 card with a $1,000 autograph is counterfeit. It ain't the listing because I listed it as poor. I asked them a bunch of questions, and if there was an appeal process where I could have my own expert weigh in. They told me to piss off. Want to know what really happened? PSA deemed this inconclusive when I submitted it to them, which I stated in the listing, and I don't think they want this in a slab. But that's not good enough. They don't want it to be sold either. Do you guys finally see the numerous issues with the partnership between eBay and PSA yet? You guys hate eBay's authentication program? Well, yesterday I found out a hack. You want to sell something like this Bill Russell rookie? Sure, go ahead. But also include a Cooper Flag rookie. Call it a lot. They don't authenticate lots. You're welcome. I just talked to a major seller that has a cheat code to remove negative feedback on eBay every single time. I'm only airing this because eBay's pissed me off, and I think they're doing a horrible job with the authenticity program and also policing their old 2000s tech. So all you have to do to remove negative feedback, pop into this area over here and make sure you select options like inappropriate conversation or private transaction request and then block the buyer. Then eBay's algorithm automatically deletes the bad review. This guy actually has over 10,000 sales and not one negative feedback, so it definitely works. And honestly, this just exposes another flaw in eBay's system. I bet they regret making that decision. We're probably gonna hit, I don't know, 200,000-300,000 views on those videos on Instagram, so I'm sure this is far worse than $1,000 worth of PR, which is what the cost of that card was. In reality, what happened there was somebody at PSA was taking agency. That card, a friend of mine tipped off PSA. There was a lot of forgeries going on, so they got pissed off. They were getting so many of this card sent to them. The same card just circulating through them. They got angry and were tired of it. This wasn't part of that batch. This one's good. But I think that they wanted to kind of shut it down. They weren't happy to see that card pop up again. They don't want somebody else to try to send it to PSA. And therein lies the problem with the PSA and eBay relationship. When two companies are so closely united, it can cause problems because now they're the judge, jury, and executioner for all things authenticity program, and it is not optional. You are required to opt in. So I either have to include, I don't know, a Cooper Flag rookie card with something and call it a lot to circumvent the program, or I got to sell it elsewhere. I mean, I'm just going to sell it to the guy privately. That's the irony of this thing. I already know the guy, and I'll just do it without the fees. So, but the fact remains, they thought this $10 card was counterfeit. That's what they were hanging their hat on. I can understand the autograph isn't real, but they're not allowed to authenticate aftermarket autographs. They're not. So somebody somewhere was angry about this card and decided to take creative agency and get rid of the listing. Like it's some counterfeit Air Jordans or something like that. Unbelievably stupid. And I'm glad I torched them on Instagram. It was a lot of fun, but please think about your options. The rise of live selling is here. There are Facebook groups for nearly every niche. The 86 Fleer Facebook group does, 5 figures a day in liquidity. You've got one for 84 Star. You've got one for vintage, for modern, for football, for whatever. Network on Instagram. Go to card shows. Do deals the old-fashioned way. eBay is obnoxious. they're sitting on 20-year-old tech that's really not that good. Their live selling tech sucks too. It's a $41 billion company. Maybe they acquire PSA. Maybe that's how this thing ends. They buy them for like $5 billion or, $6 billion, $7 billion. Depends on what their EBITDA is. But we should not be happy with this command and control. And I don't know, maybe I've made enough noise where they rethink this stupid program, because not everybody likes it. If you're a seller, it takes time to ship. I'll give you another example. I bought a friggin' sorry to sound like I'm from Pawtucket or something, but like a Will Chamberlain autograph 69 card. I think it was bent in half. The guy photoshopped it. I thought it was a good crossing opportunity. And when I got the card, I'm like, nope, I can't cross this. It's bent in half. And, it went through the authenticity program. It was authentically bent in half. They couldn't figure out that didn't match the listing. So I've had nothing but bad experiences. It sucks. They're doing a terrible job. And you should vote with your wallets and let eBay know. Because this is not acceptable. And, this happened to me. It's honestly, I'm not even that mad about it. I just felt like, I don't know, going back to the old Boston card hunter and raising a fuss about it. And I guarantee you some eBay executive has seen this and it has ruined their day, and that has made me very happy. Thanks, everyone.